LLC, and Tierra Prometida Alpacas. Thank you very much. Our Ruby sponsors are Alpaca Country Estates, Amber Autumn Alpacas, Applewood Lane Alpacas Incorporated, Hasselbrings Harmony Ranch, Heart and Soul Alpacas, Holdfast Farms, Little Creek Farm, Sugarland Alpaca Ranch, Sundance Alpacas LLC, and Surrey and Company of Fern Creek Farm. And our welcome bag naming sponsor was Peruvian Link. If you happen to see any of our sponsors, a quick thanks would be appreciated. In the walking fleece ring, we're going to start with Diana's side with class 422.1, Wakaya White Juveniles. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring, class 422.1, the Wakaya White Juveniles. And on Arturo's side, from class 419, we're looking for exhibitor number 386. Class 419, looking for exhibitor 386. In class 432, we're looking for exhibitor number 323. In class 433, we need exhibitor 180. So that's exhibitor 386, 323, and 180. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring. And if you're in class, and also class 434, we're starting to line up for Arturo's side in the walking fleece ring, class 434. In the Wakaya female rings, class 313, we're looking for exhibitor number 367. Class 313, Wakaya dark brown juvenile females, exhibitor number 367. In the Surrey ring, Class 222 is going in. We're looking for Class 223, Surrey Brown Yearling males, never shorn, to start lining up. And on deck is Class 224, Surrey Brown Yearling males 3 to 11. In the Wakaya male ring, Class 117, we're looking for exhibitor number 26 and exhibitor number 493. Exhibitor 26 and number 493, Wakaya Brown Juvenile males. And immediately following, or at the end of the schedule for the rings, there'll be a show and tell of champions and reserves. So for each and every, all the champions and reserves are invited back to the ring for a in the walking fleece ring, Class 419, we're looking for exhibitor number 386. 386, please make your way to the walking fleece ring. And classes 433, Wakaya Appaloosa Yearlings, exhibitor number 180. And class 434, Suri Pattern Juvenile, exhibitor number 171, please make your way to the walking fleece ring.
All right, welcome back after lunch. Congratulations. We start off with the Juvenile light brown Wakaya males over in the male ring here. Well done, top of the class. Just coming out the gate between the four, this one captured most of my attention. Just his strong look about him, just the amount of fiber that's being produced all over. I was really anticipating a very weighty, dense fleece from the outside, and it certainly is, topping the rest in the amount of fleece being produced. Great degree of density. General micron range is also quite favorable in comparison with the rest, so well done. You open it up, you've got really strong stable groups, almost bundles. It just fills your hands to an incredible degree, and such a very attractive head style, so great job. In second place, we've got a very phenotypically, I would say cute, but he is. Great little head on that guy. It's just want to squeeze him. He's got some growing to do. He is 10 months of age. Was expecting just a little bit larger body size even in the juvenile class, but his fleece has got such a unique individualized characteristic, which each of his staples are so well defined. I would normally phrase like solidity and lock for the Suris, but he kind of has that in a Wakaya grouping. So it's also quite advantageous with your general micron range, and a softness of hand. And that softness of hand and a bit more organization kept your Alpaca there in second over third, where I grant third. We've got some good degree of density here. Overall body conformation, I thought he's just a natural shower for you. So I'm sure your handling abilities are great, but the Alpaca is just showing off all on his own. So that's kind of nice to have. I'm just not seeing, as I open up the fleece, quite the development all the way down, holding together, as well as your competitors' fleeces have held together for a stronger, organizational look. And for fleece, it's a bit dusty too, so I think you're losing a little bit of hand, unfortunately, with environment there versus, your other exhibitors are a little bit cleaner, unfortunately. But thank you for that harsh critique. Sorry. As I move from third to fourth, I give you greater credit back for that organized fleece style. We've got a nice phenotypical little package for him. Just not picking up quite the hand as I have, a little bit smoother fleeces above. And I did see it just a general, small little bit of micron. And we're talking just a couple microns here that did edge out differences in this group, in this juvenile class, though. So it is making a small difference. So congratulations.
All right, we are underway with the first class after lunch, and this is our brown juvenile group. We had a close pair at the top. If you'd like to step out, our class winner here. This female, very beautiful in her head style. She's very true to type. She's got that square-shaped muzzle and just beautiful coverage on her face. Just really like the overall style of this female. She's got good bone and good capacity to her. She is a little in at the knee, but I kind of found that across the whole class as I went down. Everybody's in that awkward growing stage. So something they could grow out of. When I would put her to the top for me is just she's carrying a little better fineness in this fleece. We've got a fine fleece. We've got really nice architecture, and the density is there as well. So she was my first choice. Congratulations. Coming up behind this young female in the second position, you're welcome to step her out as well. There's good substance of bone on this female, so she's got nice, nice thickness there. I appreciate her level top line. She, too, carrying a very even fleece. She's got good fineness and a long length to the staple, so I really appreciate the staple length and the growing time here. Just gave a little bit back in terms of that uniformity and fineness that I was feeling in first place, but certainly a soft handling fleece in second. And then as we move down to third, this female, you're welcome to walk her if you'd like, or you can, whatever you want to do. She is well grown. She's got good substance under her and good size relative to her age. This is a very soft fleece, but it's an open fleece. So we're not seeing that definition or that character, that density is not there. But it does have a good softness and a good brightness to it. Just would like to have more on her. And then as we round out the group here, our Alpaca in the fourth position, a little lighter in her frame than the females that stood above her. So I'd like to see a little more substance of bone. She's also the most narrow in the group, especially when she tracks out. So I'd like to see a little more capacity here. She's got a nice soft handling fleece, but again, she's more open than the girls that stood above her, and just not that definition or that fineness to carry her further up today. Congratulations and thank you.
In the walking fleece ring, we're looking to line up Class 435 Wakaya Grade Juveniles. Class 435 Wakaya Grade Juveniles, please make your way to the walking fleece ring.
Here we have the brown juvenile male Suris. And this class was interesting because of the 5 Suris that were out here. They had 5 very different fleece styles on them. You'll notice as I first go through the alpacas, I pull fiber samples from shoulder, mid-side, through to the rump and look at the fineness and the fineness relative to the age of the alpacas. And along the line here, all of them were fine, so there wasn't really any huge cut between them. So sometimes when we're giving the oral reasons, we don't talk to one specific trait if they're all very, very similar. So when we're going down and giving the oral reasons and the comparison, it's the traits between the animals and the placing points between the animals that then give you the cuts and the reason on the lineup. In this class here today, standing here on the first place position, showing a good frame on this young male here at this young age. You can see excellent substance of bone, and he carries the fiber coverage very clearly through his top knot, developing through the neck, down the legs, and he just packs on a really solid lock across this fleece. As you open up the fleece, it's got a high degree of luster. He's got a really excellent handle, a very well-nourished fleece, and organizing with great uniformity within that lock structure, even at such a young age, giving him the advantage out here today. Congratulations to you. As I move to the second fleece on this alpaca, he carries through with a slightly finer style to the lock, layering beautifully, and it's so great to see these young animals already developing out so well. You can see with him from the outside, he carries that through, and what I did appreciate was the consistency across that blanket and extending down into his belly. Again, we've got a beautiful natural luster in here. He's got that softness and silkiness to the hand. And as I look at this young male, very true to type, he's nice and broad across his brow, real triangular shaped head to him. And you look at his body balance, he carries through really upright and correct as well. So congratulations to you. Moving to the third place, as I come down the line here, I gave the advantage of the second over the third, just carrying a little bit more density within the structure of the lock. As I come to this third place finisher, a really pleasing style, and you can see carrying a nice length to the lock as well, and organizing within the structure. The overall uniformity really positive. Just moving down the line in this class was cutting by the degree of density. This third place finisher here, very upright, very true to type. Just a little bit over on the dental pad. Would just like to see those teeth a little bit behind the dental pad. But overall, really pleasing in his style and type, and the silkiness of hand and fineness combined. The uniformity was what gave number 3 the advantage over number 4. Number 4 here, again, we're seeing good style and type to this young alpaca, just changing a little bit of style as we come up onto the shoulder. As I work through the fleece just getting a little bit broader in micron, and you stand back and look at this alpaca a little bit lighter up on that shoulder area, and it distinctly changes in the actual style of the fleece and the consistency across. From mid-side to rump, carries through with a good degree of evenness, just moving forward on this young alpaca, the change being a little more variable on him. Then as I come to number 5 here, as you can see, he carries good overall substance of bone. When I view him on the side view at this stage, I find him to be just a little bit longer in the back. I would just like to balance him out a little bit more in his frame. He does carry good organization within that fleece. A little bit flatter in the degree of luster. Would like to see that next level of luster to have moved him up any higher today. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Well done.
In the Surrey ring, we're looking to complete Class 224 Surrey Brown Yearling males, exhibitor number 244. 244, please make your way to the Surrey ring, and that would be immediately followed by the Surrey Brown Male Championship. In the walking fleece ring, we're looking for class 422.1 Wakaya White Juveniles, exhibitor number 127. In class 422.1, we're looking for exhibitor 127. In the Wakaya male ring, 117 Wakaya Brown Juvenile males are in the ring, and we're looking to line up class 118 Wakaya Brown Yearling males and class 119 Wakaya Light Brown Yearling males. Please make your way to the rings. Thanks.
Here we have another juvenile group. These are the rest of the browns, medium and dark brown. And congratulations, a very competitive group, especially the top two is a close pair here in overall conformational balance and fleece traits. I really like the pleasing look about both of these young males. They both just stand up like, where's Glenn? Take my picture. He's like, it's a photographer, Glenn. And their fleeces, you open them up too, and they are just like, catalog looking. So really breathtaking. We've got a great degree of density here with a really attractive fineness range, but there's a lot of density with fine fibers there, and just really nicely grown. He's not even 10 months of age, and he's holding lots of great concentrated characteristics in that fleece on top of that frame. So well done. And opening up second place, there's a great degree of clusters of fleece that are just packed together. Just a small difference of micron range that's splitting the two of you for placement decision from first to second place. Excellent caliber of beautiful brightness. I got the sun coming in here, so that's helpful too, but this has got that extra shine that just bounces off that fleece. So very attractive. Keep up the good work. As I move from second to my third place alpaca, a little bit smaller alpaca, actually for the fourth and fifth are pretty comparable, but, third and fourth were pretty comparable. Third, though, has just a little bit more guts, softness of hand, again, some secondary characteristics like the brightness that I mentioned in second has. It's really glowing. Just need to see more of it and fill in these alpacas. They're just smaller. I expect them just a little bit larger size, but I've got a greater hand and greater micron range, in that third over my fourth. Although fourth, we had just, Leprechaun Day. I was just hoping for these alpacas to spring up a little bit more. I think they're just smaller and tighter, so I do see tight expression of fleece traits here, but I'd like to see him come back just a little bit larger size to compare those traits to others in the same physical caliber range. So keeping in fourth to fifth place in mind, we do have extra degree of density and organizational effort above you. Although I really like the fineness, and it's number one trait, in this alpaca, but I need to see some other primary traits too to be jumped up higher in the class, like greater density aspect or an attractive, staple length or one of those other features. So thank you for showing them.
All right, we just completed the juvenile brown class, and this little female that rose to the top of the class was a complete package for me when I put fleece and conformation together. She's got good size and capacity. She's got good width to her chest when she stands out here. Beautiful, true to type head. She's nice and balanced and proportioned. Found her sample to be a little finer than the rest of the group. So we've got a fine handling fleece as well and an excellent length to the staple. So congratulations, she's my first choice. As I moved on to our second place, certainly fine fleece. We've got good architecture and organization. Just gave a little nod to the fineness and a little softer hand on our first over second. There's a lovely length to the staple here. She's a little bit narrow when you view her from the front. These are juveniles. They cannot grow it, but that's why she's second today. Congratulations. As we round out the group, this female in the third position, very fine fleece here. It's got really great softness. It's got a nice architecture, a nice length to the staple. Conformationally, she's the most narrow of the group, a little lighter in her frame, and I'd like a little more set to that back hock, but I want to commend the soft handling fleece we have here in the third place. Congratulations and thank you.
In the walking fleece ring, class 435, Wakaya grade juveniles, please make your way to the ring. And first call also for class 436, Wakaya silver gray yearlings. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring.
Here we have a single entry in the brown, never shorn yearling at 18 months of age. As you view him, he's very compact in his overall style, certainly putting a lot of fiber length onto this frame. As you look at him across this fleece, it carries through with a really good consistency. As I open up that fleece, he organizes close to the skin throughout the lock. He's got a beautiful twist to that lock, and across maintains a really silky handle as well. When you view him from the outside, you can see that lock expression from his neck throughout his body, down his legs. So congratulations, a very nice yearling male. Well done.
First call for class 226, Surrey brown male invited champions, and class 227, Surrey dark brown juvenile females. And this afternoon, there's going to be a show and tell of champions and reserves. At the end of the normally scheduled halter classes today, we're inviting all the champions and the reserves back to the ring for a showcase time. This will be a unique opportunity for exhibitor viewing time. Exhibitors will be able to come to the ring and have a viewing and hands-on session. We encourage champions and reserves this afternoon to participate in this special time. And immediately after that meet and greet will be the meet and greet at 5:30 scheduled today. Results of class 116 Wakaya light brown juvenile males. In fourth place, number 306, Odin's Norseman from Odin Falls Alpacas. Third place, number 181, Heather's Glen's Patriot from Heather Glen Alpacas. Second place, number 189, Jules Moonlight Magic from Hilltop Hideaway Alpacas LLC. And in first place, number 115, EEF Haley's Comet from Eagle Eye Farm. Congratulations. And the results of class 117, Wakaya Brown Juvenile Males. In fifth place, number 316, WAP Royal Ember by Sonic Shift from Parnell Family Farm. Fourth place, number 26, IPH Blue Dynamo from Alpacas of Indian Point Hills. In third place, number 493, TFA Chantrell from Tiskilwa Farms Alpacas, LLC. In second place, number 227, Irish Meadows Shea from Irish Meadows Alpaca Farm. And in first place, number 431, Sugarland's Keystone from Sugarland Alpaca Ranch. Congratulations. And the Wakaya female ring, we're looking for classes 316, Wakaya Brown Yearling females, and then class 317 will be the Wakaya Brown Female Championship. And in the walking fleece ring, we're looking for class 435, Wakaya Gray Juveniles. Wakaya Gray Juveniles, if you signed up for the walking fleece with a Wakaya Gray Juvenile, please make your way to that ring. Class 435.
And let's give it up for our Yearling Brown Wakaya males. There are only 3 in this class, but I thought this was a very pleasing group. Just when they all walked in, all their conformations, all their phenotypes, I was like, oh, this is going to be a really nice competitive group, even with 3. So the depth is great from first all the way to third, definitely. So I really appreciate the quality that you're bringing to the ring. But this first placement, this was a wow fineness factor. You know, it was just exceptionally fine. And to have that amount of fine fleece being produced is quite amazing. So well done. Its character is extremely tight. You know, it's got a really, really soft, supple hand as well. And just another one of those heads you just want to go up and kiss. So it's not a placement point, it's just extra. So fineness is trumping for class placement. Moving from that first to second place. Second place, an extremely attractive long staple. And this fleece too, you can tell it wants to be sheared last month because it's just almost draping, it's a great positive feature, that extra degree of long staple, but it's really bright. It's very soft. It's still holding quite a bit of fleece architecture quite well for organization too, which is a secondary visual characteristic for us to consider its general density levels. Love the straight legs and conformational balance and look. So all great. So real competitive here. Moving from that second to the third, placement here was on a bit of fineness to a small degree, although I still am really attracted to this male. He's got a great conformational balance, full, tight fleece, very well organized. Giving up a few points with quite a bit of dust I couldn't really assess quite the handles as the other ones were really silky and soft. So I think that kind of went against him today, unfortunately. And just a small difference in micron range, but certainly attractive for the yearling group on its own. So thank you for showing him.
Final results of class 313, Wakaya Dark Brown Juvenile Females. In fourth place, number 494, TFA Coco from Tiskilwa Farms Alpacas, LLC. In third place, number 111, DSAF Ricochet from Double S Alpaca, LLC. In second place, number 406, Soprise SS Tinkerbell from Soprise Alpaca Farm. And in first place, number 367, Red Granite Sizzlin' Spit and Smoke from Red Granite Ranch Limited. Congratulations.
Here we've moved into the brown yearling, previously shorn males, and we're showing 6.5 months growth, 9 months growth, and 9 months growth on them from the shearing date. Number 517 coming into the first position. He carries through with a really nice stretchy frame in this yearling stage. He's very appropriately grown. He's upright. He's very masculine in his style. As he came out into the ring, he showed himself off well, shows good overall body balance and development for his age. What gave him the advantage was the overall degree of fineness within this fleece, combined with the structure to the staple, the regrowth showing a very nice length of regrowth and the overall consistency across that fleece from shoulder, mid-side through to the rump. It extends down into his belly, and when you open it up, it layers really beautifully across the fleece as he is regrowing. These characteristics put together with a very natural luster and a very slick hand to the fleece as well, relative the density to that fineness, gives him the advantage into first place today. Congratulations to you. As I come into the second place, number 170, he's nice and broad through his chest. Overall, he's nice and strong and straight in his top line, and overall very masculine in his style. As you look at him, a very proud male here. Within his fleece, he's shown an excellent length of regrowth. The male above had the advantage for carrying a slightly finer fleece and a higher degree of luster. However, across this fleece, he's locking up very nicely. Not quite the same solidity or density within the lock, but still the overall handle across that fleece being recognized on a strong frame. Congratulations. Then as I compared second to third, we do have to give this young exhibitor a shout out. It's her first time in the show ring, so let's give her a round of applause that she came out, she survived. She said her friends put her up to showing the alpaca, and I said, they're your friends? But seriously, this alpaca, he's missing his friends. He's looking everywhere for, I think, his stable mates. But overall, as I look at him, he's moderate in his size for his age. He's showing a good degree of solidity within the regrowth to that lock. As I viewed him just a little bit drier to the hand, would like to have seen that next level of luster carrying across his fleece. However, within the style of his fleece, he's shown a very nice regrowth and putting that on an overall strong frame as well. Thank you very much for bringing them out. 3 lovely males.
In the male class of class 120, Wakaya Brown 2-year-old males, we're looking for exhibitor number 491. Wakaya Brown 2-year-old males, class 120, exhibitor number 491. In the Wakaya Gray Juvenile Walking Fleece class, we're looking for exhibitor number 272, 117, 278, and 198. Please make your way to the Wakaya, or to the Walking Fleece ring. And first call for class 227, Surrey dark brown juvenile females. Class 227, Surrey dark brown juvenile females. And the results of class 118, Wakaya brown yearling males. Third place, number 254, Snowmass Golden Aura from Little Creek Farm. In second place, number 432, Sugarland's Mackinac from Sugarland Alpaca Ranch. And in first place, number 329, Plum Creek's Marquis Jasper from Plum Creek Alpacas. Congratulations. In the walking fleece ring, class 423, Wakaya white yearling female, please make your way to the walking fleece ring. And first call for class 424, Wakaya white 2-year-old.
Light brown yearlings are in the ring in the Wakaya male classes. And congratulations amongst all of you. I thought conformationally very pleasing. I thought if I didn't know any better, I thought these two are related brothers. Their qualities are very similar. But for this first place male, he just has such an attractive soft fleece. And you went out with the class fineness and uniformity of micron as well. On top of that, you know, what's wrong with that head style? It's just great. So all that phenotype is beautiful. He's been a little bit grumpy, yeah, but he still showed off okay, and well done. So that fiber, micron, and softness to touch kept you there in first place over second. Where second, I really, really appreciate an alpaca that can pump out, you know, fleece length like that stays within that uniform micron range. You know, so I don't have hairy bits coming out in the main blanket area at all. You've got some really good degree of micron uniformity, just not to the fineness range, you know, of what you have for first place. General density level is also pretty high, so lots of consistency there and uniformity throughout all the fleece traits. So well done. Strong second placement. And very small difference between second and third. As I see very similar fleece traits, the same crimp style, similar almost grouping of your staple groups, just not quite to the density level that I have in the second place alpaca over the third, and also just a small degree of micron change as well, which gave a little bit better hand, although I still have a nice hand and bright fleece in third, just not to the level of the ones standing above. So tough group in this small class, so well done still.
Okay, here we have our light brown juvenile class, and this took me a little while to sort it out. We had some similarities and then obviously some differences. So if you'd like to take 286 and step her out here, this was my class winner, my choice. This is a really well put together female. She's got a beautiful head style to her. She's got nice and level in her top line. She's got good balance and proportion. And when I open that fleece, there's a brightness to it. It's got great fineness, and there's a really good density as well. As a group, this whole group was a little bit narrow, so I want to point that out, but it was really that length to the staple, the density, and the fineness that held her in the first position today, so congratulations. My second choice here, if you'd like to step this female out. Again, she's nice and compact in her frame. She's nice and straight off the front. She's got good capacity to her, nice and level in that top line. When you get into her fiber, she's packing a lot on that frame, and she's got a great fineness to it, and it's defined all the way across as I worked across her fleece and then down into her belly. So I really appreciate the architecture and the density she's pushing out on that frame. And then as we move to our third place, beautiful true to type head style here. I really great curb appeal. Love the coverage. When I get into her fiber, it's fine, and I'll give her the advantage for fineness here. I just wanted more density. I wanted more character and organization across that fleece, but the hand is there, and she's really fine. She's too a bit narrow and a bit in at that knee, but super fine, soft handling fleece in our third position. And then as I move down to fourth, this little female is compact in her frame. She's got good coverage working all the way down. Doesn't want to walk out here right now. She's level in her top line. There's a beautiful softness to this fleece. It's got a nice length to the staple, and she's packing a lot on that frame as well. So she was my 4th choice. As I move down to 5th place, this little female, again, compact. She's nice and straight from the front. When you view her from the rear, she needs a little more set to that hawk, so she's not as level in that top line. And then when you get into her fiber, she's got nice definition,
Very
but it's
proud
a bit
to
more
present
open
the
than the girls that sit above her. So
2021
I'd like to see a little more
AOA
density in that
Brown
fleece than
Surrey
we
male
prefer to have
champion
today.
and reserve
And then our
champion.
last alpaca
Coming
I
up
held
as
in
our
for the
champion
ribbons.
here
You know, when you
from the
view her,
previously
she
shorn
lacks leg
yearling
coverage.
class.
She's a little bit light
This
on
male
her bone,
carrying
and I
through,
recognize
growing
that.
out well
The reason
within his
I held
frame.
her in for
A
the
really
6th
lovely
position is she's got a
silky fleece,
beautiful
a very
fineness to that
natural
fleece. She's got a
luster
lovely
carrying
length
all
to
the
the
way
staple,
through.
and it's bright.
And that
I
carries
would like her
through
to have
with
more
the fineness of the
capacity,
overall
a
handle,
little bit
within the
stronger in her
structure of the
frame
lock,
and
very
more,
even and
substance of
consistent,
bone.
which
But I
brings
really
him
wanna
into the
commend the
champion
fleece here. It's a
today.
lovely length to the
Congratulations
staple,
to
bright
you.
and fine.
Moving
Congratulations
into
and thank
the
you.
reserve position, this male is in his yearling fleece, very compact in his frame, and as you look at him, very upright in his style, really pleasing as you look at him as far as phenotype. A lovely length to the lock for that growing period on him, and again we're seeing the fineness combined with the overall evenness across that fleece. Congratulations.
In the Surrey ring, we're calling class 228 Surrey Brown Juvenile Females and 229 Surrey Brown Yearling Females Never Shorn. Class 228 and 229, please. Results of Class 222 Surrey Brown Juvenile Males. In 5th place, number 245, Lionheads Amarillo by Morning from Lionhead Alpacas. In 4th place, number 8, Darlin B. Lion from Alpaca Darlin Surrey Farm. In 3rd place, number 338, Renee's Aladdin by Jet from Renee Alpaca Farm LLC. In 2nd place, number 319, What's Up at Pine's Edge from Pine's Edge Surrey Alpacas. And in 1st place, number 382, RGSA Rip from Rogue Surrey Alpacas. Congratulations. Results of Class 223 Surrey Brown Yearling Males Never Shorn. In 1st place, number 142, Aston of Halo from Halo Ranch Alpacas. Congratulations. And the results of Class 224 Surrey Brown Yearling Males 3 to 11. 3rd place, number 244, Knock Your Socks Off of Lionhead from Lionhead Alpacas. In 2nd place, number 170, H&S Hickstead from Healing Springs, Surrey. And in 1st place, number 517, Enzo by Fiery Cross of WAP from Wings and a Prayer Alpacas. Congratulations.
As we're wrapping up the halter for the Brown Wakaya male class, we have the last remaining 2 halter groups before we do the champion and invited champion brown. We've got a single entry for our 2-year and older, and we have 2 that are 30,
Here we have a
44
single
months of
entry
age.
in
So
the
3, 3.5.
brown
So congratulations for the
invited
single entry
champion
first place.
class at
And
18
this
months of
2-year-old
age.
male.
Overall, when
Density
I
is the
look at the
number one,
phenotype
I
on
think,
this young
feature on
male,
this male
he's
that's coming
pleasing
forth.
in his
And,
style. I would like to see
happy
just a little bit more
with that
size
density,
overall
lots of
to
character
his
and style,
frame.
all packed
And as he
together
moves
very
away,
tightly.
he's a little bit
And that's
close
giving
off
him
of
a
those
pretty
hind
uniform
quarters.
spread.
One thing
Across
he
the
does
blanket
have is
in
an
his
incredible
micron,
amount of
holding
fleece
a
on
similar
him. So
micron
now when
from
he
front
gets
to back,
shorn
which
and
is
gets sunlight to
advantageous.
him, hopefully he can grow out in his frame because he is a little bit undersized
more
at
towards
his
3.
age.
So it's not
With that being
a
said,
juvenile
though, he's
micron
packing a
range.
lot
It
of
is what I
fiber, very
expect
organized within
on
the
that
structure
micron
of the
aspect.
staple.
So
A very
deserving of first
lustrous
place
fleece
for your single
overall,
entry.
very good
Well done.
fineness. And
a
he
first and
really
second
is
over
going
here for our
to
mature
hopefully
group.
go into that growth
This
spurt
first
once that
place
fleece
male
comes
just
off, and we look forward to the
is looking
regrowth
more
on
like
him
a
and into
real
his next
macho
year.
yearling.
Thank
He's
you very
just
much
got
for bringing him
nice
out.
curb appeal, nice legs, straightness. He's got a nice straight top line, beautiful upright presence, all naturally about himself. He's got some great density and holding character as well to a high organized degree. I really like the bone, just the amount of fiber that's being produced even on his neck and down his legs is a indicator for you to see the amount of density he's probably got in the middle part of him as well, which is all true. So he's a great storybook cover on the outside and a great read on the inside. Moving from that first to second place, we give up quite a few of the comparative fiber traits. So this alpaca just on his own, we do have some light expression, of a grouping of fibers. So I'd like to see just that more concentrated, in alpaca coming in for a real high competition. It's just the 2 of you, though. I'm seeing just a little bit stronger, thicker bone style, a little more fiber for density aspects, just in a comparison. But thanks for showing them to the degree. It was very calm that you did today. Thanks.
There was no alcohol involved in that last night. What? That's what I said. There was no alcohol involved in that last night. I know it. I wasn't blaming you. Where in there did I say that Charlie hasn't had alcohol?
Results of 314, Wakaya Medium Brown Juvenile Females. In third place, number 498, TFA Winter Velvet from Tiskilla Farms Alpacas, LLC. In second place, number 407, SA Celeste Noir from Stokowski Alpacas, LLC. And in first place, number 433, Sugarland's Sangria from Sugarland Alpaca Ranch. Congratulations. And results of Class 315, Wakaya Light Brown Juvenile Females. Sixth place, number 429, Sugarland's Crazy Girl from Sugarland Alpaca Ranch. In fifth place, number 511, Webatawat Ventura's Vermeer from Webatawat Farms. In fourth place, number 285, Majestic's Sunset Symphony from Majestic Meadows Alpacas and Boutique. In third place, number 371, RGR USA Pride by Val de la Serre from Red Granite Ranch Limited. In second place, number 35, AHL She's a Firecracker from Alpacas of the Heartland, LLC. And in first place, number 286, Majestic's Wishful Kiss from Majestic Meadows Alpacas and Boutique. Congratulations. And the results of Class 119, Wakaya Light Brown Yearling Males. In third place, number 363, Red Granite's Pantaleon from Red Granite Alpaca Ranch Limited. In second place, number 132, FIR Jumanji's Game Changer from Flying Iron Ranch. In first place, number 360, Red Granite's Mr. Coronado from Red Granite Ranch Limited. Congratulations. The results of Class 120, Wakaya Brown 2-year-old males. In first place, number 491, Andina's Heir to Fortune from Tuscalwa Farms Alpacas, LLC. Congratulations. And the results of Class 121, Wakaya Brown mature males. In second place, number 83, Superstitions Grand Finale of CGR from Capizio's Gift Ranch. And in first place, number 160, Snowmass Port Smoke from Happy Hounds Alpaca Ranch. Congratulations. The first call for Class 230, Surrey Brown Yearling females 3 to 11. Please make your way to the Surrey ring. And the final results of Class 225, Surrey Brown Male Championship. And the reserve went to number 142, Aston of Halo from Halo Ranch Alpacas. And the champion, number 517, Enzo by Fiery Cross of WAP from Wings and a Prayer Alpacas. Congratulations.
Here I have 2 females in the Juvenile Brown Suri category. And coming into the first position, this female put everything together really well and developed out at a very young age as well. As you view her on her phenotype, she's very correct in her body balance. She has excellent capacity and also putting an incredible amount of fiber across that frame. Good length to the lock here. As I open up and get to the skin, she exhibits a really lovely degree of luster, a very silky fleece, a finer style to the lock, but carries across with a great degree of consistency as I move from shoulder, mid-side to her rump area, and overall that giving her the advantage with her development to her frame as well. Congratulations to you. As I come to the second place female, she's just 6.5 months of age, nice and straight, very strong and upright as well. And as you see, she's developing out there beautifully with a lot of fiber across that frame. Really do appreciate the degree of density and solidity within the lock on her, and also the degree of luster carrying through. These two really carried a lovely lustrous fleeces, which we want to see on these Surrey alpacas. Thank you very much.
right, here we have our brown yearling division. And I went back and forth between our pairing here at the top. Ultimately, if you'd like to step out, our class winner, there's no argument on the size and capacity here. Really great substance of bone. She's really strong, put together, just solid female. Good capacity, good substance of bone. She's nice and balanced. So I really want to commend the conformation in our first place female here. When you get into her fiber, she's packing a ton on that frame. She's got really great density in that fleece, and it's a nice even architecture when you get in there. So she was my first choice. I admit that our second place is this is a finer fleece in our second place here. The cut wasn't big enough to pull her to the top of the class, but I want to commend the softness and the fineness in our second place. Beautiful brightness. It's got lovely length to the staple on that female. Conformationally, just not as solid as the female that stood above her, not the same proportions or balance, a little bit more narrow, but certainly a fine, dreamy handling fleece here in second place. Congratulations to you. As we move down to third place, this female, you're welcome to step her out if you'd like to, if she'll come. This female is not as balanced, so she's a little bit longer in her back, so it's not fitting quietly in that spot-on proportion. She, when I get into that fiber, she's also a little drier to my hand. There's softness there, but just not the level that was standing above her. She's got excellent coverage, and there's good substance of bone on her. She is in my third position. Congratulations to you. And as we move down to our fourth place, you can definitely see that this girl in the profile, she's not in balance, so she's not the head and neck, or the neck and legs should be the same length, 2/3 the length of the back. So she's a little too long in that back. When I get into that fiber, she's got a great length to the staple. We're just a little broader in micron and a little more varied in the sample, so not as soft as the girls that stood above her. So she is in fourth. And we round out the group here, our fifth place alpaca, a little lighter in her frame. She's not the same substance of bone of the girls that stood above her. She also, when I get into her fiber, it's a little drier to my hand as well. We're not seeing that architecture, so she's a little broader in the micron too. Congratulations, and thank you for bringing them.
Well, congratulations. I'm so excited here for the Wakaya Male Brown Champion in Reserve for these folks. We've got two real young, up-and-coming young males here that just really exuded incredible properties on top of just having beautiful styles and phenotypes at such a young age. I was mentioning to them, it's not often I pick out two juveniles as my champion in reserve. Usually they just don't have enough oomph, but these two really do. The champion coming up the line of all the firsts, you know, when I opened this guy up again, it was just like, just pick me. It's the most well-organized, long staple, great degree of micron uniformity, brightness. It's a great package, so well-deserving, and I'm so happy to see a champion go to him. And for the reserve, this young male is just pumping out fiber like I cannot believe. So lots of development, very, very dense, full fiber, incredible phenotype, good bone. So I hope he has a great future in front of him too. So congratulations. And at the end, each ring is going to do their own separate invite of those champions and reserves and those invited champions to just come back in the ring for a show and tell time. So for those color groups today, so for the males, the gray, the black, and the brown, they'll come back out here. People are welcome to come in and view them. And we're going to be doing that with each one of the rings as we go around. So you can kind of go eye shopping, do some window shopping that way, and get your hands and education on the alpacas. Mm-hmm.
In the Surrey ring, they're looking for exhibitor number 407. Exhibitor 407, please make your way to the ring for the championship. In the walking fleece class 435, Wakaya grade juveniles, we're looking for exhibitor number 272, 117, and 278. Please make your way there. And also we're looking for class 436, Wakaya silver gray yearlings. Class 436, Wakaya silver gray yearlings. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring. Results of class 316, Wakaya brown yearling females. In fifth place, number 141, MAMGB Mackenzie from Greenbrier Farm. In fourth place, number 535, GAA's Avi Rose from Grand A Alpacas. In third place, number 422, Stoneberg's P26 Pea Shooter from Stoneberg Alpacas, LLC. In second place, number 331, PRTI Karina from Pulse Ranches, Texas. And in first place, number 157, H2R Sweet Dreams from Happy Hounds Alpaca Ranch. Congratulations.
And our invited champion here in its class is getting single entry, but it is deserving the first place and the invited champion banner at the national show here. This male has, of course, won several other champions and other regional shows out there, and I definitely would feel the reason why is he's got a very advantageous staple length, a high degree of collected groups of fibers that are very, very organized, and a very soft hand as well. So all that's going to be a real bounty of fleece on shearing day. So definitely. So very interesting on how almost coupled your fibers are together in a very, very aligned staple group that are holding itself out quite well,
Here we
which
have
is a degree of
the
its
female
micron
juvenile,
uniformity. So
medium
thank you for
and
showing them.
light brown Surrey.
These invited
And
champions
this
are back
class
into
had
the
a
ring
lot
too
more
for viewing, along with
variation
the champion
across
reserve
the
of
four
halter
alpacas
classes.
that were presented. Into the first position overall, this young female was the most complete. She was a little bit different than the others because she had been shorn at 2.5 months of age. So even in this juvenile class, she's showing a regrowth to her fleece. As I view this young female here for her young age, she's very nicely balanced, strong and straight in that top line. She shows good substance of bone. She's very feminine in her head style, yet true to type, correct in her jaw alignment. The fleece, as it is regrowing here through the lock, is very, very consistent. As I open up that fleece, it opens up very cleanly and evenly, carries through with a very well-nourished handle. You put your hands on it, it's got that luxuriousness to it, it's got a very natural luster, and the overall consistency of that lock is what gave her the advantage here today, along with her style and type. Congratulations to you. Moving into the second place, a little bit of a reluctant walker in this group here today, but when she relaxes and moves out, you can see she's putting a lot of energy into growing out that frame. She has a lot of size to her for her young age. Comparing her to the first had the advantage for a little bit more solidity within the staple. These two being very similar in the degree of fineness within her fleece, within their fleeces. The second place female here having a good length to her lock for her first fleece, and also a lovely silkiness also carrying across, so congratulations to you. She carried a little more structure within her lock, and comparing her to number 457. 457, this female here, carries through just a little bit longer in her body style. If I could balance her out more, just would like to shorten up her back a little bit. Obviously, she's a female, so in a breeding decision, that certainly can be paid attention to, just to give her that overall body balance as well. She has a softness to her fleece, a little more open within the structure of the lock, so the degree of density being a little lighter, but do appreciate the overall softness and fineness carrying across her as she is maturing out. Moving then down to the fourth place. This fourth place female has a really lustrous fleece. You open up her fleece and it's just got that brilliance to it. It's got excellent shine, a really positive characteristic for the Surrey alpaca. She moved down the line, however, in her conformation characteristics, especially off of those front legs. She's very down in her front pastern. So if you look at her in her front legs, she's really sitting down on those front ankles. This could be nutritional. Sometimes it is a nutritional concern. It could be hereditary. I don't know that in the ring. However, it does cost her in the conformation phase here, because when we look at this alpaca, if you put her sideways, she's kind of heading downhill, and it just puts a lot of pressure on those tendons and ligaments in those front legs. So it's something that the breeder will certainly go home and see if there's any correction to that, or whether they are seeing that as a hereditary trait. She does have the brilliance in her fleece, but that conformation fault placed her here in fourth. Thank you very much. I bring them out. Well done.
In the walking fleece ring, class 422.2, we're looking for exhibitor 219, 225. 219 and 225 in class 422.2 Wakaya white juvenile walking fleece. And we're then class 423 Wakaya white yearlings, and then class 424 Wakaya white 2-year-olds. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring. Results, class 226, Surrey Brown, male invited champion. And the champion was number 341, Renee's Majestic Prince by Tempo from Renee Alpaca Farm, LLC. Congratulations. And results, class 227, Surrey Dark Brown Juvenile Females. In second place, number 150, Silence McQueen of Halo from Halo Ranch Alpacas. And in first place, number 289, MAC-RES, Dakota by Picasso from Memory Makers Farm. Congratulations. Results of class 228, Surrey Brown Juvenile Females. In fourth place, number 206, IAF 20 Shine from Impress Alpacas. In third place, number 457, Maya of Sycamore Ridge from Sycamore Ridge Alpacas. In second place, number 248, RGSA Director's Cut from Lionhead Alpacas. And in first place, number 522, WAP Haley by Oliver Twist from Wings and a Prayer Alpacas. Congratulations. And the results in the boys' ring, Wakaya Brown Male Championship. The reserve, number 115, EEF Haley's Comet from Eagle Eye Farm. And the champion, number 431, Sugarland's Keystone from Sugarland Alpaca Ranch. is a Wakaya Brown male champion, and the Wakaya Brown male invited champion, number 187, the champion, Andromeda Darkstar from Hilltop Hideaway Alpacas, LLC. Congratulations.
All right, and here they are again. So, congratulations to my brown champion female and my brown reserve champion. Two beautiful females at the top of the color group here. The champion just really fits the bill when we break down conformation. She's got the size, the capacity, the substance. It's nice and squared off, really level in that top line as well. And then when you get into that fiber, she's just packing so much on that frame, and it's just super dense, and the fineness in the hand is there as well. So congratulations to you at the top of the group. I chose the reserve from the same age division. This female, just exquisite handle here. I just love the softness of this fleece. I love the fineness that's there. She's got lovely length to the staple as well, and the definition is carrying throughout the fleece. So she's my choice for reserve today. Congratulations.
Here we have two brown yearlings in the Surrey female class, and in first place, this female had the advantage just for showing overall development through her frame. She's showing good capacity, good substance of bone, and she really is packing a lot of fleece onto that frame. At this stage, however, she is getting quite cross-fibered, so I had to work hard to get down to the skin to open up that fleece, so she really is ready to get shorn, get that fleece taken off of her. But she really does pack a lot of fiber across. Would like to see a little bit more organization within the structure of the lock, but I think once she is shorn and that lock has the chance to regrow in, it will organize itself back up again, but the environment and leaving the fleece on hasn't done her the favor in this time right now. A lot of fiber, as I said, as she's carrying across and putting it onto that strong frame. So thank you for bringing her out. Into the second place position, this female, 20 months of age, I would like to see a lot more size to her for her age. She is a little bit lighter in her overall substance of bone, but she's much, much smaller in stature. And in an alpaca in this class, a little bit more size would have been a positive characteristic. When I look at her, she's very feminine in her style. Overall, she has a good phenotype to her. Her fleece at this stage is a little bit tender and a little bit drier as well. So I think environment or health maybe is playing a part into that can hopefully be corrected. Thank you very much for bringing them out.
Results of Class 229 Surrey Brown Yearling Females Never Shorn. In second place, number 105 DDR Gold Stars Gabby Girl from Double Diamond Ranch. And in first place, number 63 Jets Kailani from Anderson Acres Alpacas, LLC. Congratulations. And the Surrey champions, the Surrey Brown female champions are about to enter the ring. And immediately following them is Class 233, the Surrey Brown female invited champions. Please make your way to the Surrey ring. Class 233, Surrey Brown female invited champion.
All right, we just completed the invited champions class, and these alpacas were champions in a competition in 2020, so they're invited to compete against each other at nationals. So our champion here, this female, certainly has good growth to her, good size, good substance. There's an amazing length to the staple on this female. She is really pumping out the fleece, and it's really beautiful density and brightness in that fleece, so she was my first choice for the top of the group here. And the reserve here, just a dreamy soft handle on this fleece. I just love the feel of it. She's got a lovely length to the staple as well. Gave a little bit up on density, so that's why she's the reserve, but I really love the handle here. A solidly put together female as well. Congratulations to you.
Results of Class 317 Wakaya Brown Female Championship. The reserve went to number 331 PRTI Karina from Pulse Ranches, Texas. And the champion went to number 157 H2R Sweet Dreams from Happy Hounds Alpaca Ranch. Congratulations. And the results of Class 318 Wakaya Brown Female Invited Champion. In third place, number 274, Majestic's Cadence from Majestic Meadows, Alpacas and Boutique. The reserve went to 218, Irish Meadows Miracle from Irish Meadows Alpaca Farm. And the champion, number 228, Irish Meadows Taffy from Irish Meadows Alpaca Farm. Congratulations.
We have two classes in the ring here. I have two entries in the yearling class previously shown and a single entry in the 2 years and older. In this class of two, very similar as I pulled samples on them, looked at the samples from shoulder, mid-side to the rump, very similar in fineness across these fleeces. But what gave the female in first place, if you'd like to walk her out, this female taking the first place ribbon and having the advantage for carrying just more fiber within each of those locks across that frame. She carries through with an excellent substance to her. You can see she's a very mature female in this yearling phase. She's already grown out very nicely into her frame. She's showing good overall capacity, excellent substance of bone. What I did appreciate about her as well was the handle to the fleece. She's got a very silky handle, a very soft handle as well. And as I get down to the skin, showing through with a good degree of luster combined. Congratulations to you. Into the second place, this stylish female, number 109. She came out and she showed herself off extremely well. She's very feminine in her style. You can see as she's growing into that yearling frame. At this stage, she's just a little bit narrower set. She's a tiny bit higher up in the rump. She's kind of in her tall runway model stage at the moment. But she is correct in her body proportions and balance, and she's going to have a really nice style and size to her frame as she continues maturing out. She carries a fineness within the structure of the lock, and as I said, overall fineness within the fleece, and again, feeling that silkiness across, which is really much appreciated. Congratulations to you. As we move into the single entry, 24.1 months of age, happy to award a first place ribbon on this young female as well. She's showing a very nice length to the regrowth in this fleece. As I look at her body size, she's moderate in her frame size. Overall, her frame and her substance meets the rest of her, and developing within this 24-month period, she certainly is appropriate overall. She has a silkiness within that fleece as well, and close to the skin, a good degree of luster coming through. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Well done.
Come back to the arena. Male and female.
Well, they're invited, right? Do you force them back?
No, they're invited.
So for the show and tell, we would like the champions and the reserves. Anybody who took a champion and reserve today in the Wakaya rings to please come back and do a little show and tell and be an opportunity to share your wisdom and your techniques and an opportunity to share all that with the other exhibitors. And if you're interested in entering the group production, if you're interested in adding any animals to that, it's still possible. That will close tomorrow at noon. If you're interested in entering animals in the group production, that closes at noon tomorrow. In the Surrey ring, class 234, Surrey Fawn juvenile males, please. We're lining up in the Surrey ring, class 234, Surrey Fawn juvenile males, followed by class 235, Surrey Fawn yearling males never shorn. So in the boys' ring, ring number 1, the champion for the rose gray yearling males, the champion was number 353, Red Granite's Aladar by Val de Serre. The reserve, Starshire's Declan by Wilkinson. And then the Wakaya Black Male Championship. The champion was number 258, Snowmass Velvet Paramount, and the reserve was Patagonia Estates Sakima. And the class, the Browns, the champion was number 431, Sugarland's Keystone. The reserve was EEF Haley's Comet from Eagle Eye Farm. If you would like to come and show off your animals, please make your way to the boys' ring. On the girls' side, the gray champion, Alpenglows Luminance, and the gray reserve was S.A. Dynastar. The black champion was Odin Scarlett O'Hara, and the black reserve was Irish Meadows Girl Crush. And the brown champion was H2R Sweet Dreams, and the brown reserve, PRTI Karina from Pulse Ranches, Texas. If you would like to come back to the ring and do some show and tell with your animals, now's the time. Bring them to the girls' ring. In the walking fleece ring, we're looking for exhibitors 272, 278, 117, and 158. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring. And in the Surrey class 233, the Surrey Brown female invited champion, we're looking for exhibitor number 348. Please make your way to the Surrey ring. Exhibitor number 348 for the Surrey Brown female invited championship.
I'm very proud to present the 2021 AOA National Halter Show Brown Surrey Female Champion and Reserve Champion. Coming out of the juvenile group, this female was shorn at 2.5 months old, so she is showing the growth to her fleece. But as you look at her, just a really pleasing phenotype and carrying the overall consistency and evenness within the structure of the lock across that fleece. Beautiful handle on her combined with the density relative to the fineness, bringing her as the champion. Congratulations to you. Then into the reserve at 20 months of age, if you'd like to just bring her out. Showing a really substantial frame to this female here. She's got a lot of size to her, excellent substance of bone, and the overall handle to her fleece, a really silky fleece, long length to the lock, carrying across on her regrowth. Let's give these two a big round of applause. Congratulations to the Brown Surrey champions.
In the Surrey ring, class 234, Surrey Fawn juvenile males. Exhibitor 452, please make your way to the Surrey ring. Exhibitor 452 for the Surrey Fawn juvenile males. In the walking fleece ring, we're looking for exhibitor 117, please. 117, the Wakaya grade juvenile, class 435. We're looking for exhibitor 117.
All champions and reserve champions, Wakaya reserve champions and Wakaya champions, we are inviting you back to come right on inside the ring that you won in today for an exhibition time. Thank you. Exhibitors, this is your opportunity, if you would like to come back to the rings to get a hands-on view of champions, Wakaya, female and male. All exhibitors, please come back to the arena to have this opportunity to get a hands-on of the champions and reserves from today.
And the walking fleece, class 424, exhibitor number 317, Wakaya white 2-year-olds, class 424 in the walking fleece ring. Exhibitor number 317, please.
I'm very proud to present the 2021 AOA National Halter Show Brown Suri Female Champion, Invited Champion, and Reserve Invited Champion, and also our regular class as we go through. So into the champion position, first place, then taking on the champion. This female here just carrying an incredible amount of fibre across her fleece. As I open up this fleece, she's got a really excellent degree of luster all the way through, a well-nourished fleece, and just packing the fibre across that body. It really is impressive how much fibre she's packing into each lock. She's going to be incredibly happy when she gets shorn off this May, and the overall regrowth is going to be exciting to see as it comes back in. So congratulations to you on a beautiful female. She's got a lot of size to her, and the overall weight to her fleece and structure gives her the advantage. Well done. Into the second place, and our reserve champion, this female carrying excellent fineness within her fleece. You can see from the outside she exhibits a really awesome locking all the way across. That carries through even as she's into this longer fleece, getting a little bit cross-fibered, but you can still see the organization and style to the lock. A really soft, silky handling fleece, and that fineness recognized on her, very feminine overall in her style. Congratulations to you on this beautiful female. And then as I come to the third female in this combination here down the line, very compact overall. As you look at her, she's very upright, she's very correct. And again, we're seeing that beautiful degree of fineness combined with the structure of the lock carrying across. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Well done.
And a reminder, this afternoon at 5:30 starts the meet and greet here. At 5:30, the meet and greet starts here. In class 232, Surrey Brown Female Championship. The reserve, number 64, Angel Dreams Dreamweaver from Angel Dream Alpacas. And number 522, the champion, WAP Haley by Oliver Twist from Wings and Her Prayers Alpacas. Congratulations. And the results of the Surrey Brown Female Invited Championship. In third place, number 152, Tempest of Halo from Halo Ranch Alpacas. The reserve, number 500, Chesnimitz Suri from Triple H Ranch. And in first place, number 348, Red Gates Chaska's Electra One from Red Gate Alpaca Farm. Congratulations. And again, if you took a champion or reserve in the Wakaya rings, now's your opportunity to bring them back to the ring number 1 and show off your successes to other exhibitors. In the Surrey ring, we're calling class 235, Surrey Fawn Yearling Males Never Shorn. Class 235, Surrey Fawn Yearling Males Never Shorn. And on deck will be class 236, Surrey Fawn Yearling Males 3 to 11. Class 236, Surrey Fawn Yearling Males, please.
Here we have our juvenile fawn males, and in this class, number 320 is going to take the first position. This male here carries through with the densest fleece in the group and relative to the fineness. If there was anything I could change about him, just would like to level him off a little bit in that top line. With that being said, though, he does exhibit very good overall substance of bone, and within his fleece, just exceptional fineness, high degree of luster, and that carries through within the developing lock across his body, great uniformity across him, and for the fineness, the relative density was really impressive as well. So congratulations to you on this young male. As I move to the second place, beautifully developed out, he was the oldest in this grouping here today, and you can see he is showing that overall strength to his frame, also an excellent length to the lock. A very silky fleece here, really recognize him for that fineness and that silkiness within his fleece. Open him up and he's got that brilliance and luster. And across the fleece, the degree of consistency being very positive in his style all the way through. The male above had the advantage for carrying a little bit more density within the lock, but still the overall evenness on the second place finisher, very much recognized. Congratulations. Moving from second to third, as I come into third, this young male here, you open up the fleece, we've also got the luster just shining through. As I look at this young male, he's compact in his frame, yet he's overall very correct. And within the structure of the lock, he carries across evenly, beautiful fineness again. This is a very fine class all the way down the line. He carried a little bit more density in comparison to my fourth place here today, number 107. 107 with a really true to type phenotype from that head style throughout the body balance. One of the youngest ones in the grouping today, but that fleece already developing out within the structure of the lock, just moving down the degree of density being the cut. But I do appreciate his style and type overall on this young male. And as I come to the fifth place here, you can see he's got a lot of size to him, already very upright, overall correct as he is moving out. Within his fleece, he exhibits a good degree of fineness within this fleece, just simply lacking in the solidity within the lock, so the degree of density being less as I moved into this fifth place finisher. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Well done.
In the walking fleece ring, class 427, we're looking for exhibitors 291 and 178. 291 and 178, please, in the walking fleece. Results of Class 234, Surrey Fawn Juvenile Males. In 5th place, number 10, Darlin Madres Curry from Alpaca Darlin Surrey Farm. In 4th place, number 107, DDR Gold Stars Casey from Double Diamond Ranch. In 3rd place, number 13, Darlin Spielman from Alpaca Darlin's Surrey Farm. In 2nd place, number 452, Surrey and Company Orion Nebula from Surrey and Company of Fern Creek Farm. And in 1st place, number 320, WLK Lazaro from Pines Edge Surrey Alpacas. Congratulations. And again, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors for the 2021 National Alpaca Show, the Alpaca Games. The national show sponsors, Alpacas of Moose Creek Ranch and Red Granite Ranch Limited. Thank you so much. The banquet and auction sponsor, the Futurity by Celebrity Sales. The selfie booth sponsor, DDC, DNA Diagnostics Center. Our technology sponsor was Proteus. Our diamond sponsors, Eagle Eye Farm, Flying Iron Ranch, Missouri Animal Nutrition, Memory Makers Farm, Stokowski Alpacas, LLC, and the Alpacas of Spring Acres. Those are our diamond sponsors. Thank you very much. Our emerald sponsors are Heritage Farm Surrey Alpacas, Majestic Meadows Alpacas and Boutique, Odin Falls Alpacas, Rene Alpaca Farm LLC, and Tierra Prometida Alpacas. Thank you very much. And our ruby sponsors for Alpaca Country Estates, Amber Autumn Alpacas, Applewood Lane Alpacas Incorporated, Hasselbrings Harmony Ranch, Heart and Soul Alpacas, Holdfast Farms, Little Creek Farm, Sugarland Alpaca Ranch, Sundancer Alpacas LLC, and Surrey and Company of Fern Creek Farm. Thank you so much. Those are our ruby sponsors. The welcome bag naming sponsor was Peruvian Link Company, and thank you. And a reminder, afternoon also at 5:30 starts the meet and greet that's going to be someplace in this building. The meet and greet will be starting at 5:30.
Here we move into the yearling, never shorn fawn males, and all 4 of these males, as soon as they get shorn, they're just going to be the happiest alpacas ever. I think they're going to roll for a week and just really be pleased to have the environment touch their skin, because they've got so much fleece on them at the moment. It's really quite impressive. Coming into the first place, this male, very compact overall. I would like to see maybe a little bit more size to his frame, but when I go and I look at the fleece qualities across him, I really keep him here in this top position. He's packing an incredible amount of fibre within each lock. He's maintaining an excellent fineness and softness to that fleece. It's a brilliant fleece. It has just an incredibly luxurious handle to it and just a lot of fibre, even taking into account his size. When I look at him, he's got excellent substance of bone to him. He's got a strong frame underneath him. He just needs to get that fleece off and let him grow up. But really impressive with the qualities he is carrying across. So congratulations to you. Coming then into this second place male, very regal as you look at him. He's very correct in his head style. He's very upright, strong and straight along that top line. He has a really good structure across his fleece within the organization and the overall uniformity. As I move from his shoulder, his mid-side through to his rump, he maintains that same lock style all the way through, along with a high degree of luster, and again, a really silky handle to the fleece. So this number 58 is going to be great to get him shorn off, see the regrowth of him, and get him into the breeding program. Congratulations to you. He carried just a little bit more density within the structure of the locks. I compared him to the third place out here today. However, again, we're seeing that excellent fineness and density relative to that fineness. As I handle the fleece on this third place finisher, he really has that softness and silkiness. Love that fineness to him. Love the overall handle as well. He's getting a little bit more cross-fibered, so you have to work a little bit harder to get down to the skin, but recognize those qualities and traits, and really will be pleased to see him once he's shorn and that regrowth comes back in, because he's going to maintain that fineness overall. Congratulations. And coming then into number 4, again, we're seeing an excellent fleece on number 16 here. He's got a lot of size to his frame. You can see he's kind of grown upright at this stage. A little bit narrower set when you look at him through his chest and through his rear. Once he grows out, he's going to have a lot of size overall. He carries a good degree of luster as well, but you have to work hard to get down to the skin. He's got quite cross-fibered across his fleece. However, as I do get there, the luster is evident and also showing a relatively good solidity within the lock as well. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Well done.
Results of Class 235, Surrey Fawn Yearling males, never shorn. In fourth place, number 16, AWH, Far Out to the Max from Alpacas at Windy Hill. Third place, number 144, Century of Halo from Halo Ranch Alpacas. Second place, number 58, Andacow's Klondike Gold from Anderson Acres Alpacas, LLC. And in first place, number 381, RGSA Phoenix from Rogue Surrey Alpacas. Congratulations. And a reminder, just a little while, at 5:30, we're starting the meet and greet here. There'll be a cash bar, some light food served, and that starts at 5:30.
Here we have two classes in the ring. We have the yearling previously shorn, and at 17 months of age and 10 months growth, this male takes the blue ribbon. As you can see, he's growing upright. He's very tall and leggy at this stage. He's kind of in that yearling phase, rapidly growing upright. He is going to mature out and be quite a substantial alpaca when he has finished growing. He's correct in his overall proportions and overall within his fleece, showing an excellent length of regrowth to that fleece for this period. As I work through his fleece, he's got incredible fineness, really recognize him for that fineness, a very silky fleece, and as I get down to the skin, carrying the luster throughout, so he takes the blue ribbon here today. Congratulations to you. Comparing him to the second place, as I view the second place alpaca, just a little bit longer in his back by comparison, in his body balance. As this male has been shorn, he's showing as well a very nice regrowth in the length to the lock that he is growing back onto his frame. As I move further onto his shoulder, he changes a little bit in the style of the fleece. However, across his blanket, from his mid-side to his rump, he carries a really nice uniformity. And again, we're seeing that very natural luster all the way through and a great degree of fineness. So congratulations to you on this yearling male. Coming into the 2 years and older, he is 31 months of age. You can see he has a very strong stature to him, very broad through his chest. He's strong and straight, very masculine in his head style. Overall, very true to type for the Suri breed. He is putting a lot of fibre across that strong frame as well. The regrowth as he is maturing, maintaining that fineness in the fleece, beautiful handle as well, all the way across, and overall the degree of lock length and style within, very positive on this maturing male. Congratulations, beautiful to see this older male out here.
In the walking fleece ring, we're looking for classes 440, Surrey Gray Juveniles, and 441, Surrey Gray Yearlings. And in the Surrey ring, results of class 236, Surrey Fawn Yearling males, 3 to 11. In second place, number 237, Novelston's Betamax from Novelston Farm. And in first place, number 62, Gold Luciano from Anderson Acres Alpacas, LLC. Congratulations. And results of class 237, Surrey Fawn 2-year-old males. In first place, number 516, WLK Star Dancer from Wilkins Ranch. Congratulations. And I was corrected as far as the meet and greet. The meet and greet will not be in this building. It's going to be on the east side of the cow barn. And there will be signature cocktails. But wait, there's more. There will also be a presentation by Amanda. So you don't want to miss that. That's in a little bit at 5:30. Signature cocktails, a presentation by Amanda. And in the Surrey ring right now is Class 238, the Surrey Fawn Male Championship. And we're looking to line up now Class 239, the Surrey Fawn Male Invited Champions. Class 239, the Surrey Fawn Male Invited Champions. Please make your way to the ring. Thank you. In the walking fleece ring, Class 440, Surrey Grade Juveniles. We're looking for exhibitor number 238. Surrey Grade Juveniles Walking Fleece, exhibitor number 238, please.
I'm very proud to present the 2021 AOA National Halter Show Suri Fawn Male Champion and Reserve Champion. Coming up as the champion at 31 months of age, this male showing excellent style and type. He's very correct, he's got substance of bone, he's got size to him, he's very masculine overall, beautiful presence. He maintains an excellent fineness as he is maturing across that fleece. He's fine, he's got a silky handle, exhibits a very natural luster. So congratulations on the champion here today. Into the reserve position, he comes out of the yearling category. He really has an incredible amount of fibre across that fleece. I would like to see a bit more size to his frame. He's a little smaller underneath there. He's going to be so happy to get that fleece off and let him grow up into his frame. He does have good substance of bone to him. He's got the overall phenotype as well. So congratulations. Thank you for bringing these males out. Well done.
In the Surrey ring, class 240, Surrey Fawn Juvenile females. We're looking for exhibitor number 55 to line up. Class 240, exhibitor number 55. And first call for class 241, Surrey Fawn Yearling females never shorn.
I am very proud to present the 2021 invited male Fawn champion, or light champion should I say, and our reserve champion. As our champion here, this yearling male, he carries through with excellent style. As you see him, he's moderate in his bone and frame size. He carries good strength across all four legs. He's correct in his jaw alignment. And he carries through with just excellent consistency across that fleece. You go from shoulder, mid-side through to the rump, down into his belly, out onto his extremities, up into his neck. He just maintains the overall style within that fleece beautifully. A very natural luster within the fleece. He maintains a fineness as well as he is relative in the degree of density. Congratulations, a really lovely male. Bringing him out. It's going to be great, him getting shorn off and seeing him back next year in his regrowth. Into the reserve champion here, we've got a lot of size to the frame. As he moves out this second place, just a little bit under himself on those hindquarters. We'd just like to have him a little bit more upright. With that being said, though, he's got an incredible amount of fleece carrying across that frame, and you can see that from the outside on him. You open it up, he's got the luster carrying through, he's packing it into the lot, so very deserving here in the reserve position. Congratulations to you both. Thank you for bringing them out.
Results of Class 238 Surrey Fawn Male Championship. The reserve, number 381, RGSA Phoenix from Rogue Surrey Alpacas. And the champion, number 516, WLK Star Dancer from Wilkins Ranch. Congratulations. And the results of Class 239 Surrey Fawn Male Invited Champion. The reserve, number 378, RGSA Inquisitor from Rogue Surrey Alpacas, and the champion, number 504, Secretariat of THR from Triple H Ranch. Congratulations. And again, a reminder of the meet and greet that's starting in a little while is not in this building. It's on the east side of the cow barn, And I was reminded that there are signature cocktails at this meet and greet. And to make things even better, there'll be a presentation by Amanda during this also. So in a little while, we'll be starting that meet and greet on the east side of the cow barn with signature cocktails and a presentation by Amanda.
Here we have the Fawn, Juvenile, Suri females. In this class, the first and second place, these two were very, very similar in their fineness and in their overall style and type. But as I went through and continued evaluating the fleece, this female came into the first position for just carrying a little bit more extension within the development of her lock, working across her body at such a young age, a very distinct wave and twist within the style of this lock. It starts close to the skin. She organizes very nicely across that body already, down into her belly and out to her extremities with a good degree of uniformity. She carries very natural luster. It's a very well-nourished fleece. Really do appreciate the handle to this fleece and how this fleece is developing out at such a young age, just at 6 months. So congratulations to you. She carried just a little bit more solidity in comparison to number 110. Really beautiful style and type on 110 here. She's very feminine. She's got excellent coverage when you look at her from her top knot through her neck, throughout her legs. At such a young age, she's really showing those very positive characteristics. Again, we're seeing a very organized developing lock, very organized close to the skin. She's layering beautifully as I open up that fleece on her, and really appreciate the silkiness within her fleece. So congratulations on that combination. She carried through with just a little more consistency as I move further into her extremities. As I came to the third place alpaca, she's growing out very nicely for her age, maybe just a little bit longer in her back, not quite as short coupled as the female above her. But with that being said, she carries a really nice size to her for her growing age. She has a very good length to the lock for this growing period, along with a very silky handle. Just as I come further up onto the shoulder, she gets a little bit broader in microns and not quite as fine into the extremity there coming forward, but across the fleece maintaining that luster and also the silkiness overall. So congratulations. As I move down the line to number 4, beautiful type on this young female here. She's growing out really well when you look at her as far as her body balance, her overall style. She's carrying the fiber coverage through her head, throughout her body, and also carrying through with the locking across that fleece, very even. Unfortunately, as she moves out off of that hind quarter, she's very lax in her right hind, and that cost her today in confirmation because those above her were all correct. There weren't any faults, and so she moved down into this 4th position because of that weakness. She does carry the consistency across that fleece, and I appreciate the density in that locking across her, along with the luster that is evident. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Well done.
Results of Class 240 Surrey Fawn Juvenile Females. In fourth place, number 523, WAP Madison by Oliver Twist from Wings and Prayer Alpacas. In third place, number 55, Andacal Comets Golden Jewel from Anderson Acres Alpacas, LLC. In second place, number 110, DDR Kings Cali from Double Diamond Ranch. And in first place, number 145, Honey McQueen of Halo from Halo Ranch Alpacas. Congratulations. And just a reminder, we need the firsts and the seconds from the Surreys to be lining up shortly for the championship. Class 241 is in the ring now. Class 242 is a class of one, and then it'll be the Fawn Female Championship. If you took a first or a second, please return to the ring. in the walking fleece ring, class 428, Surrey White Yearlings. We're looking for exhibitors 28, 400, and 394. 28, 400, and 394, please, to the walking fleece ring for the Surrey White Yearling class.
Here we have 3 entries in the yearling never shorn category and 1 entry in the previously shorn entry. Into the first place, number 346 at 21 months of age. This female just carries through with incredible fineness in this fleece. The fineness then within the lock, she's packing a lot of fibre and density across that frame. She's feminine in her head style. She's really having the class advantage here for the fineness and the density combined. Very, very soft to the hand, and as I get down to the skin, she exhibits a really natural luster, and that handle really being the real positive and the uniformity carrying across, giving her the advantage here today. Congratulations to you. Very exciting to get her shorn off and let her continue growing and see the regrowth, and over time that lingering fineness, I think, is a real attribute on this female. Well done. Into the second place here, we've got a really good frame on this female. Again, we're seeing a lot of fibre across that frame. You can see from the outside she's exhibiting a good structure overall to the style of her fleece. As I get into her fleece, she's a little bit cross-fibred, so I have to work a little harder to get down to the skin. When I do, she carries through with a good degree of luster as well, and also the overall fineness within her fleece. If there was anything I could change about her, and this is really minor, just would like to shorten up her ears a little bit. She's a little bit longer in her ears in comparison to the size of her head. So just a very minor characteristic to pay attention to. With that being said, though, she has strength to her frame and a lot of fibre across that frame, bringing her into the second position. Moving down into the third place, Alpaca, this female here, growing very upright at this stage. You can see she's kind of very tall and leggy. She probably is, when you look down, she's not got as much fibre on her legs. That's purely environmental. I imagine she is sitting in water, or she has water somewhere in her environment. Because you can see, you come through her body, she's showing a really nice locking within her fleece. It drops off on her legs, and that's just because she's been in that water, which just rots off the fibre. Not a problem in the show ring. We know that that is just part of where she lives. She carries across with a good structure to her lock. You can see from the outside, but again, a fleece that's starting to get cross-fibred. So as I get in there, I have to pull it apart to get down to the skin. As I get to the skin, she is exhibiting a good degree of luster in the fleece. Just the female above just carried a little bit more density within the structure of the lock. But overall, a really nice soft handling fleece here on number 3. And then I come to a single entry here in the previous shorn class. This female here, overall very feminine in her style as she is maturing out. She's showing a good length to the regrowth on this fleece. You can see that from the outside, and it carries across her body overall with good consistency. As she moves out, she's a little bit close off of those hind quarters. We'd just like to have her a little bit broader and straighter off of the hind end. But with that being said, she does carry through with a nice degree of luster and again maintaining the fineness in her relocking. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
In the walking fleece ring, we're looking for classes 429 and 430, Surrey white 2-year-olds and Surrey white adults. Please make your way to the walking fleece ring, class 429 and 430. Results of class 241, Surrey Fawn Yearling females never shorn. In third place, number 23, AWH Willow to the Max from Alpacas at Windy Hill. In second place, number 18, AWH Nala by the Admiral from Alpacas at Windy Hill. And in first place, number 346, Rene's Zephyr by Tempo from Rene Alpaca Farm, LLC. Congratulations. The final results of class 242, Surrey Fawn Yearling females 3 to 11. In first place, number 123, Heaven Touching Earth by Oliver from Faith and Fleece Alpacas. Congratulations.
I'm very proud to present the 2021 AOA National Halter Show Fawn Suri Female Champion and Reserve Champion. Our champion just coming up here, incredibly fine. The handle across this fleece is exquisite. Along with that fineness, she's packing a lot of fibre across that frame. Very excited to get her shorn off, get her into the breeding program, but she really carries those attributes through and very deserving here in the championship position. Congratulations to you. And then coming from the second place, moving up into the reserve, overall this female carrying a good frame to her. Like I said in the first round, if I could do anything to shorten those ears up just a little bit on her breeding decision, just tidy her head up. With that being said, though, she's packing a lot of fibre across that frame. She is getting a little bit cross-fibred, so it takes a bit to get down to the skin, but she's fine. She's got a very natural luster throughout that fleece coming into the reserve. Congratulations to you both. Well done.
Sure.
In the walking fleece, class 430, Surrey white adult, please. Exhibitor number 470, please come to the walking fleece ring. Exhibitor 470, please come to the walking fleece ring.
So I'm very happy to end the day here in the Surrey ring with the 2021 invited champion Surrey Fawn female, the champion and the reserve champion. Two really stunning females here. You should be very proud of both of them. Coming into the champion position, this female just carries through with exquisite fineness, luster, and the overall consistency across this fleece. As you go from front to back into the extremities, up into her neck, it just opens up, the locks layering on top of one another with the fineness, very good density packed into each of those locks, the uniformity across that fleece, and just that natural luster and beautiful, well-nourished, luxurious handle brings her into the championship position. Congratulations to you. Into the reserve, we've got also a female that's got good size to her. She's carrying a
Test.